Welcome back. Gore the Dog Butcher with another Worthless Mutts. This one is called Hope everything's good. Dognuttery in Canada, episode 14. And I'm calling this one Throwing Money Down the Toilet. And this is something I always say regarding this dog culture is when people are paying for dogs and paying for vet bills and dog food and all that stuff for dogs. They're basically literally they're just throwing money down the toilet. And if they are going to waste their money on a dog, they might as well throw their money down the toilet. Because you're getting, it's like the same result. The same result, basically. You're paying, or they're paying to own something that is disgusting, where they have to clean up after it. Clean up after it and have it living in their homes where it stinks and it's filthy. They are basically throwing their money down the toilet. No lie. So I've done this before in the past. It's been maybe a couple years since I looked at GoFundMe's pages in regards to dogs. And it's no surprising that dog culture only survives, it only exists because it can be profited on. That's what I feel like it is. Again, I don't know 100% why this dog culture exists, but upon looking from the outside in, dog culture really only exists because the corporates, I'm talking about the ones at top, the people at top that run the dog industry, they're making bank. They're making bank. And not just them, also you have other people in the community making bank off dogs. It's about money. At the end of the day, it is about money. Anyway, somehow, someone is making money from or because of dogs. And I say because of dogs, because I think they know that dogs will attack people. They will attack children. That means children will be sent to the hospital where parents usually they have to pay hefty medical bills. And with that comes therapy and etc., etc. So a lot of money into that. And not only that, but also death. Funerals. The funeral industry is probably the only industry that is likely never to go away, because they make a lot of bank there. It's very death is profitable. So when these dogs attack and kill someone, it is profitable to the funeral industry because they make bank because of that. Again, I'm not sure, 100% sure of how much it costs, but I'm sure it's a lot. And if, over 100 of people get killed by dogs around the world, that is over 1 million, probably, maybe. It's a lot. So again, this dog culture only exists because it's profitable. They're making bank from nearly everything, any way, somehow, with these dogs. Whether it's positive or negative attacks or not, They're making bank. That being said, a lot of these dognut owners with children who get attacked by dogs, or their dogs get attacked, they will set up these they will set up these GoFundMe pages, and again, you know, a lot of dog nuts are very compassionate and they have a lot of sympathy for dogs. It's not much sympathy for the person, they have more sympathy for the dog. And you know, the dog owners will create pages like this, and just like that, they rack in a lot of money. Just like that. They rack in a lot of money just for a dog. We're going to be looking at GoFundMe's, some in Canada, but all around the world. Again, this worthless mutt has his back legs broken and needs to complete reconstruction at a cost of $6,000. So what do? They pander to dog nuts to give them money to save a worthless mutt. Again, they are throwing money down the toilet. Okay, you go out and get a dog. And whatever happens to that dog, why is it anyone else's responsibility to pay for it? If you have a dog, you know the cost of owning a dog. So you better have that money to pay it for yourself. But instead, they pander to other dog nuts. Because dog nuts are so easy to manipulate. Amputation fee. So I guess one of its limbs have to be amputated, and that costs over $8,000. $8,000 for these worthless, and I always call them worthless. It's ironic that I call them worthless, but yet they can be worth this much money. So their dogs are like the most expensive, worthless pieces of garbage ever. They're asking for $10,000. $10,000. This is in Ontario, Toronto, Ontario. Again, they're asking for $7,000. This thing needs surgery on its mouth, and insurance is not covering any dental. So you go out and get this thing. Now other people have to pay for it. Does that make any sense? Of course, GoFundMe, there are exceptions. I'm talking with people. There are exceptions. Things happen in this world. There are exceptions. But to waste money, to throw money down the toilet for a dog. Asking for $6,000. This is in BC. This thing, it looked like it has diabetes. So again, a lot of dogs suffer from various health issues, whether it's physical or internal. And again, to the vets, that's bank. So the vets, you know, if you're a veterinarian, the only profitable thing, the only draw, I should say, of making money are dogs. Cats, maybe. But it's dogs. They suffer from the most health issues. And they know dog nuts are weak. They know they're weak. They know they're weak to dogs. They cry and feel bad for dogs. So they're willing enough to spend thousands of dollars to save their worthless mutt. And I think even to put it down, it even costs a lot too. So imagine that. You pay a lot to own this thing. Thing gets sick or whatever, you have to pay a lot to keep it healthy. The thing dies, you got to pay a lot for it to put it to sleep or whatever. It's just it's bank, man. It's bank. I can't believe dog nuts don't realize this. This is not about dog being man's best friend and all that nonsense. This is all about bank. Bank. But anyways, in this story, this is in Timmins, Ontario. They're asking for $10,000 for these ugly ass bully breeds. Reaching out to everyone today on behalf of a beloved member of our dog community who needs urgent help. Her devoted owner, who cares about that, Dognuttery. Recognize her kindness, work at a pet okay. Nelly fell ill, has all these other health issues, and long story short, they're asking for $10,000 to save these things, so once it's healthy, it can go on and attack people. It's crazy. It's a crazy world. Crazy dog world that we're living in. Just waiting for this thing to load up. This is in... I'm not sure what city this is in. Excuse me. Please bear with. I did get a new computer. I use it mostly for like making videos on the software, and I don't want to go back and forth. I'm kind of attached to this old computer. I have so much things on it. So it's hard for me to part ways. Been on this computer since 2016. Even though I have a new computer, I haven't been on it. I've been on it, but I'm still obsessed with this computer, and it's still been driving me crazy. But anyways, things taking long to load. But long story short, they're asking for $6,000 for this worthless mutt, just because I guess it lost an eye. Oy. So asking for $7,000. This is in Quebec. Go through some of these a little faster. Again, they're asking. Hope you guys can see in the thing. They're asking for $20,000. $20,000 for this worthless thing. So I'm guessing it has some leg injuries. Snow was tragically hit by a car. Ha ha ha. And the injuries it sustained were severe. It has never failed to put a smile on our face. It's because you're dog nutters. Like anything dogs do, or you're gonna be happy about it. So it's like, do you really need to say that? it's just common knowledge. Anything dogs do, you're gonna be happy about. Anything dogs do, even if they attack people, you're gonna be happy about it. There's not one thing dogs dogs, other than attacking other dog owners' dogs. There's not one thing that dogs do that would not make dog owners feel happy. But anyway, I asked for $20,000 for this. Oh my god! And again, and we should suspect a lot of these GoFundMe's are fishy, but we'll assume that they're all legit for this purpose. We'll assume they're all legit, knowing that dog lovers are some of the biggest cons out there, the biggest scammers out there. But anyway, this one's asking for $10,000. Now she's giving this whole life story about this worthless mutt. Breeder sent me a photo of this worthless mutt. They fell in love at first sight, kind of zoophile-ish. I immediately shared the photo with my family and asked them if they would like an adult dog instead of a puppy. They fell for Flo just like me. Okay, we said yes instantly. Yada yada yada. Asked for more information about the worthless mutt, as one does when adopting. Again, they're not animals, and usually dog nut owners, they just they don't do research. They don't do their research. And again, dog nuts lie, and dog nuts don't do their research. So it's like this big dysfunctional cycle going on. She replied with a bunch of certificates claiming that the worthless mutt was in excellent health. She asked for the records, got the same answer. It was due to her animal vaccines. Long story short, I'm guessing these dog nuts lied to this dog nut because it's just so easy. So easy. Look at this ugly thing. And they're asking for $7,000. This is in Quebec. Whoa. They're asking for $60,000. Let's just assume that this is 100% legit. This is in East York, Ontario. To raise money for an emergency campaign, make sure you explain what happened, describe the need, yada yada yada. So let's assume that this is like legit. Wanting $60,000. Interesting that only one person donated to their worthless cause. They're also doing GoFundMe's to rescue various animals. Sorry. Rescue various dogs. Oh god, I can't take that back. Wish I could take that back. I mean dogs, worthless ones. Okay. I'm writing a description as our only hope to save this. Call it a beautiful boy. These dog nuts are disgusting. This is disgusting. Looks disgusting. They look disgusting, man. Natural animals don't look this disgusting. They don't look like this. Only dogs look this despicable. Despicable. This boy lies in Vancouver, over 2,000 miles away. To help understand, let me explain the story. I'm not reading all of this. I don't want to read through all this boring life story, but so they're from Texas. And again, I didn't read all of it, but I guess they're asking us for... They're hustling people to rescue this worthless mutt. I'll do a few more. This one's asking for 1,000. And they use these words. Like, why? These things are despicable. This is zoophilish. Zoophilish. They don't use these words to describe any other natural animal. Beautiful natural animals. They'll use the word beautiful, pretty, gorgeous. But when it comes to these ugly, hideous, worthless mutts, they tend to use these types of words. Tend to call it a beautiful boy, a beautiful girl. It sounds so zoophilish. It sounds very, very zoophilish. And these things are hideously ugly, inside and out and all over. But anyways, they're asking for 1,000 for this worthless garbage. That's in California. This one's in I think Newfoundland, NL. Again, they also do things like this where they campaign to rescue dogs from other countries so they can bring it into your country, wherever you're from, which again is just full dognuttery, full all about making money. Aren't there dog nuts over there that can take care of these worthless ones? Why do we need to bring them into our country? Don't we already have a lot of dogs already? A lot of shelters that filled with dogs. Dogs are born every day. 5, 6 of them at a time. We already have too much dogs. Too much dogs. But again, this isn't really fully about dogs. It's about making money. It's about money. It's about bank. And again, a lot of dog nuts know dog nutters are weak. They're weak. Weak. And so they're asking for a service mutt for their daughter, even though in the picture she has a good cat with her, but they need a disgusting, filthy, stank-ass, worthless mutt as a service mutt. So if your daughter, is going through things, it's your responsibility as parents to take care of her. Why are you pandering and hustling others to get something for you? Something that she really does not need. Food, I can understand. Clothes, I can understand. Water, I can understand. But to want to, campaign for a worthless mutt. Again, you might as well just give her toilet water. I'm not recommending it. But it's just like you're wanting something so filthy to give to your daughter. And it just doesn't make much sense. It doesn't. But anyways, you guys get the point. There's a few more. Again, they're hustling people to take to get dogs from other countries and to bring it into Canada. And they want to adopt these things. I mean, it's okay for these things to have the title, to be violent, to be dangerous, to be killers. But anything else is frowned upon. But dogs, they can do it. Dogs are allowed to kill left to right, and it's fine. But anything else is horrible. Again, dogs get a pass. They're protected. Hunting dog. What do you mean hunting dogs? Why are they hunting? Hunting for sport. They're hunting for fun. For pleasure. Pleasure for them as dogs and for their dog nut owners. Because they're psychotic. They're psychopaths. They take pleasure watching their dogs kill people, watching their dogs kill natural animals. When it's reversed, and when the dog deserves it, when the dog provokes and deserves to get hit or something, then all of a sudden they're like, no, the dog doesn't deserve it. They cry. Like, didn't you not see the dog just try to attack me? And when people defend themselves against dogs, they're like, no, not the dog. But only the dog is allowed to attack innocent animals for no reason. Attack innocent people for no reason. And these dog nuts and bully breeds and pit tars, they don't care. They don't care. And again, they're campaigning to help dogs in other countries. They want 40,000. Let's assume that this is legit. Let's assume it's legit. They want us to give up our money to save worthless mutts. And they are worthless. That's why this campaign exists. Is to save these worthless mutts. Because again, they cannot hunt for themselves. Even hunting dogs can't really hunt for themselves. They need an owner to hunt for them. They can't protect themselves. They can't survive out in the wild. They're worthless. They're worthless. They're worthless. And that's why things like this exist. We'll look through a few of these. Heathering. Okay, we just sort of talked about this. There are GoFundMes about bringing other dogs into our country. And we have so many dogs already. So many. They want to bring more disgusting dogs in here? And didn't we just go through a health scare? And we want to bring these filthy dogs? These disease-ridden mutts into our countries? Like why? And I touched base on this in the videos I made, in the video I made a couple of years ago, about them banning dogs from they're banning the I guess the import of dogs from other countries into the country, and they don't like this. Anything to do with dogs that, you know, rational, they don't like it because they're dog nutters. They're dog nutters, and all they know is dogs, and that's how weak they are. All they know is dogs. That's how weak they are. That's how a lot of these dog nuts can get into their pockets. The dog industry can get into their wallets and their banks. Because they're so dog nuts. They're so stupid. They're so gullible. They're so naive to fall for this dog nuttery. They lie to you every day. Make up lies, make up excuses every day. Nothing is really factual. And they fall for it. All because it's pro-dog. It's just nonsense. Nonsense. Gosh, I understand why dogs get such a pass. I'm telling you that they're worthless. The name of the channel is Worthless Mutts. Because dogs are worthless. They are pathetic. And by doing a campaign like this, it only reinforces that they are worthless. Because we're not saying let's bring in toucans into the country. Let's bring in lions and tigers or monkeys into the country. We're not saying that. It's only dogs. It's because dogs are worthless. People over there, I'm guessing, assuming, they don't take care of them. They don't care for them. Because they don't have to. Therefore, the dogs can't take care of themselves. So now we, from this country, have to campaign and ask for money and signatures to bringing these filthy dogs from 50,000 miles away to bring it into our country, when we already have so many dogs in shelters, so many dogs being born every day, so many. Why not worry about ours? Why not at least put down every single dog that are in shelters today? Put them down. Then maybe bring them in, then put them down as well. Even though they could probably do it in their own country, but hey, again, what I want is dogs to be banned and eliminated. Period. Because they're worthless. They're dangerous. They're violent. Ban unintended tethering of dogs in Canada. So many rules and laws about dogs for something so protected and hyped up. There's so many rules. So many rules to protect them. So many laws for these owners to follow. But not with any other animal. Not with cats. Not with any other animal. Only dogs. Because they're brain dead. They're stupid. They're dangerous. They're worthless. Excuse me. Make it illegal to eat dogs and cats in Canada. I'm not sure if it's even legal in Canada. Something I gotta look up on. But it's very ironic how we can eat the cow, the chicken, the goat, the pig, and it's fine. Use pesticides, chop down their homes or habitats and build condos. Hunt animals, hunt ducks, hunt moose, hunt bears, hunt deer. That's all fine, but dogs, we can't eat them. We can't leave them in another country. We can't tether them. All this stuff, so much. Dogs terrorize us, but yet we gotta look the other way and just pretend and act as if dogs have any meaningful characteristics when they don't. Other than maybe eating them, but other than that, dogs have no meaningful characteristics whatsoever. Ban leg hold traps in Canada. That's for the wolves. It's funny how these hunters with dogs, with these domesticated dogs, are the ones hunting the natural wild dog. It's so ironic and it's just so funny how you have the so-called dim-witted dumbass cousin of the wolves, and you're more protective of the dumbass dog than you are to the natural wolf, the natural dog, the natural wild dog. It's just crazy how dog culture is. And a lot of these hunters, again, they're the ones using dogs for this. If you hunt, chances are you're a dog nutter. So these violent dogs are allowed to stay in our community, but natural animals in the forest, in the woods, in their habitat, they have to go into their habitat, their homes, and kill them. It's just so crazy. How about this one? How are we doing for time? I'm still I don't know. It's only been 30 minutes. But anyways, end the breeding of genetically modified dogs in Canada. So again, a lot of these bully breeds are popping up. They ban one, they ban a few, then new ones come out of nowhere. It's horrendous, and a lot of dogs are genetically modified. All of them are. All these dogs are genetically modified. All of them are. All of them are. All of them. I mean, some have other, severe health issues more than others, but they're all mutants. They're all genetically modified at the end of the day. All of them are. So if you gotta ban one of them, you gotta ban all of them, because they're all genetically modified, man-made. They're all these dogs are man-made, made in labs, made off the blood of these mutants. So you taking care of these, or wanting or loving these things, you're reaping the bloodshed that these mutants had to endure upon their breeding. I'm not 100% sure how it happened, but I can give a guess that it was very bloody, very bloody, very, very bloody. Because again, they're mutants. One doesn't work out, just toss it away. Oh, this mutant isn't doing well, throw it in the garbage. This mutant isn't doing well, sell it for meat. It's I wouldn't be surprised. But anyways, in the news, this is in let's say the Middle Eastern and the Middle and Southern Asia. Crowd assaults couple who fed stray dogs in Pan Oasis Society. A crowd allegedly attacked a young couple who frequently fed stray dogs in the Nodia Sector 70 after one of the dogs bit. Okay, these pop-ups are getting annoying. That bit a 6-year-old child on the premises last week, causing chaos in the high-rise residential complex. We gotta give the residents that are fighting against these stray dogs and against these dog nuts, because that's what we need. That's what we need. Because dog haters, people who are anti-dog, people who are scared of dog, we've been quiet for far too long. We have been quiet for far too long. And that allows these dog nuts to be comfortable. You give them an inch, they're taking a mile. We got to stand up against them. We cannot, even for this situation, we cannot allow them to feed these worthless mutts. Because once they feed these worthless mutts, they're going to have enough energy to terrorize the village, to terrorize communities. Period. So we got to stand up against them. Somehow, anyway. They were seriously injured. Seriously injured. And again, these are stray dogs. So can we blame the owner in this type of situation? But they have no owner. So you know what's going to happen? These dog nuts are going to blame the people for feeding it. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. The dog nuts will remain silent in this situation. They're going to remain silent because, again, they only care about the dog. And in situations like this, what can they say? What can they say? What rational, logical, moral statement can they say to justify and to protect the dogs? Or to protect even the people that fed the dogs? Again, I don't even want to call them victims, because they're not victims. They're villains. They're dog nutters. But again, we have people here standing up against these terrorists, and that's what a lot of these dog nuts are. They're terrorists. So I can't read this one because I gotta pay to read for 5 seconds. But anywho. I remember watching the video and reading about this on Facebook. Was this it or something else? Might not be the same. Anyways, no, okay. It's not the story that I thought it was, but there's a story or a video of pit bulls or bully breeds hopping into someone's, pig pen and mauling their pigs. So this thing came onto their property, hopped over the fence. Again, they always say have a fence, but this thing jumped over one of those the typical steel fences, into the pen, and attacked someone's livestock. Where the livestock were trapped in that pen, obviously, with nowhere to go, and they attacked them, and they were likely, all of them were put down. So what if the owners of these dogs had a sign that said "Beware of dog"? Do you think that sign itself could have prevented that attack on the livestock? Does them having a sign that says "Beware of dog," does that do any good? Does that protect the dog? Does that protect the owner? Only thing it can really protect is maybe the house. People don't want to go into the house, they stay away from the house. Now they're not in the house, now they're out in the community, and they feel a little safer. But that dog comes out of that house and goes on into the community, that dog can still attack people. Therefore, these beware of dog signs, even though they do help a little bit, they're still worthless. Worthless. And so I think places in Canada and San Antonio, they're asking and telling, if you have a dangerous dog, put up the sign that says "Beware of dog" or "Dangerous dog." Have your dog tagged. So how will that actually prevent attacks? How would that prevent the dog from attacking its own owner? It can't. It doesn't. These dogs, I don't care, every single one of them, they're terrorists. They bother people. They terrorize people. They kill people. One way too many. And all we can do is just turn the other way and just ignore it. But I'm done ignoring it. And things need to change. And the way for that change is to ban and eliminate these dogs from existence. Once dogs are away, every place will feel a lot safer. 100% safer. 100% safer if all dogs, every single one of them, talking about the domesticated dog, the ones that live in your homes, if all of them were banned and then eliminated, you would all feel safe outside, in our homes, going to someone's home. Don't have to do you have a dog? Oh no, you have a dog? I'm scared of dogs. No more of that. Because all the dogs would be eliminated and they would not exist anymore. So therefore, we would all feel safe. Hope that makes sense. Did touch base on a few legit GoFundMes regarding dog nuts pandering to other dog nuts, whether it's for a service dog or to import dogs from another country, whether it's signatures about bans. It's too much. It's just too much. Very, very too much. Also touch base on a couple dog attacks that occurred. And again, it's one too many. And these things happen every day. And that's another thing with the Google. When I search for dog attacks or dog attacks, and I filter it to most recent, I get a certain amount of, you know, things that come up. Then I do it again. Even if I say recent or a month or whatever, I get new ones. I get new articles that I haven't seen before. So why? And they're old too. They're old, like a month old, and I didn't see them the first time. So why am I not seeing all these attacks, all these articles come up at the same time, at one time? Why do I have to, you know, wait a week or a few days to see them popping up? Like this one happened May 5th. I did a video a couple days ago, or was it yesterday? I didn't see this one. I did not see this one on the Google feed. Even when I say most recent, and I'm scrolling down to the bottom looking for any new ones, I didn't see this one. But then suddenly today, this one was like one of the first ones on top. So it's, again, I wouldn't be surprised if Google and all these other news or websites are filtering or hiding various dog attacks. It wouldn't be surprised. Again, they're corporates, they're corporations. They have, you know, they have a network. You know, they feed off each other. They use dogs too. So wouldn't be surprised that a lot of these companies like Google are like hiding certain articles from us, certain sites from us. But anyways, hope you learned something today. I am Gore the Dog Butcher with another Worthless Mutts, and please remember that it is okay to hate dogs.